welcome back to Relationship Talk with the Lloyds. I'm Tyece.
I'm Courtney.
And if this is your first time coming to our channel, we talk about relationship advice, relationship issues, relationship games. And right now we are reviewing the Married at First Sight, Season 12, Episode 12. All right, who are we going to start with first?
Party Gal and Erik.
Party Gal and Erik. I got Mr. Ultimatum and Anxiety. She ain't no more Party Gal. She's Miss Anxiety. And he's Mr. Ultimatum. I'm like, Erik, I said it last week. The way he talked to her is not nice. And he talked down to her. And he kept doing it again. That she finally just got frustrated. And it just got overwhelming for her. Her anxiety kicked into 100. And she just couldn't take it no more. Like, he talking about they went to a bar and couldn't find her for 30 minutes. Like, you're in a bar. Where could she have gone for 30 minutes? First of all, y'all both drunk. You don't even know. Like, it seems like he's a mean drunk. Everybody always talk about Virginia with her drinking, but homegirl can hold her liquor. He sees that he can't hold his liquor. And when he got drunk, it seems like he becomes mean. And that's what I saw from that episode.
Or you just take him at his word and say, hey, I was looking. How do you feel when you look for your wife for 30 minutes?
She said she was in the bathroom. Maybe she had to do a number two.
She didn't say, hey, I got to take a number two.
But she said he didn't even call her. He didn't text her. He didn't call her. So where was he looking for her? If you're looking for somebody to text him, call him. Where you at? We in the bar together. Where you at? Where you at? He didn't do that. He was too drunk. He was just drunk and thought she went away for 30 minutes. She probably was gone 5 minutes.
Like I said, I think he just, he tried to conversate with her and they not on the same communication line. Like,
they sure are not. Like, he's just talking. She just, her facial expression be killing me because she be like, dude.
So do you agree that she's kind of spacey and he's speaking to her? You said direct, and then she don't understand.
But then as soon as she pushes back, like, whatever they discuss, as soon as she pushed back.
He gives his ultimate.
Yeah, he's like, well, you can leave. You can go. Nobody's holding you here. Like, come on, that's not how you handle arguments.
She has an anxiety, and he's letting her know, like, if you're not comfortable in this, I'm not holding you to it. You say, hey, you looking to run, and you did this in the past, and you did this. And he's like, hey, the words that are coming out of my mouth, I'm telling you that it's true and you can hold to it. I'm not holding you here. You can't leave. But this is how I am. And he's speaking to her direct. And she's like, oh.
No, he's trying. She hit the nail on the coffin where she said he's trying to control her.
Listen, I think she got more issues than what's coming out. Because even she's talking about.
She said she messed up. She admitted it.
Well, I think her nerves is bad. I think because she's been rocking ever since. She's like from day one. She's like,
so stupid.
And that could be serious. No, that could be something
she
with drugs.
Anxiety.
I don't know if she has. I'm
not
not putting stuff on people. I'm just saying. Hey, why are you rocking so much?
She has anxiety. She already said it's a mental
is that
health
nerves?
issue.
Yes.
Anxiety is not nerves. It's like she gets anxious.
So why is she what you call it?
She gets anxious. That could be just part of her personality. Or just a thing that she has. Just like I shake my legs sometimes.
Yeah, that's nerves.
Oh my God.
See, I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm just bringing out points. Just like he do.
Yeah.
He brings out points.
I feel like I got a little baby Erik over here. She has a mental health
and you party girl that you can't handle the.
No, I don't have anxiety, but I know how to. She is trying to push back at him. He's trying to control her. Wait a minute. He's trying to control her. She's pushing back. Every time she pushes back, he's like, well, fine. You can leave. Like I can make the end of this. I'm in control. Since you want to push back at me, I'm going to end it. I'm going to control
each other.
I don't think so. I think he wants to.
She states her ways like, I want this and I want that.
Yeah, but
you can't live here. You can't.
He wants
is that controlling?
Change her, and he's not doing anything to change. He wants to change her from how she is, and he's not doing it. Keep coming. You're married now. I get that. She knows she's married, but y'all only been married for a month. Like people that's dated for years and got married still got to adjust to living together, be married. You only known her for a month. You got to give her some more time. And like him with the dog, like I'm not like a animal lover like that. But he keeps going at her dog, and I'm feeling her with the dog. Like that was her little support. He's her support animal.
Like I said, she loves her pets more than she loves him.
And this is the reason why she loved her pets. She said when she was in a down, depressed stage,
the dog saved me.
And the dog
so the
saved
only thing the dog do is licks her and this and that.
Oh,
come on,
God.
We gotta stop this thing. We gotta stop this. We discredit people as humans, but yet and still putting up animals. Like, come on. I understand you can grab a dog and it can comfort you.
Dog is the same way.
The dog can comfort you and all of that. But I don't think he's saying anything bad that's detrimental, that's throwing her off her rocker. She's a little bit off her rocker in the first place, and she's trying to blame him because you're not fitting in.
We're gonna agree to disagree.
This is understandable.
I don't like the fact that the way he talks about her dog is, I feel like he wants to train her dog, say her dog is unruly, her dog is just like her. He wants to make her into the perfect person that he wants her to be. And he's like, the way he feels about her dog is the way he feels about her. I put those two together.
He's trying to learn things about her, and she's not coming full-fledged.
What?
She's not coming full-fledged. She's not giving all of. She even say, "Hey, I'm emotional mess."
That's what I said. She admits that she got issues.
Yes, but can he hone this in and make her the wife that
she has to fix her own issues on her own?
She is not somewhat a wife right now. Like he keeps saying, he keep putting stuff in, and it's because of what's not being said on cameras, what's being said off camera, because he knew she was an emotional mess before, and it's starting to come out even more on camera.
She's admitted it.
Just because we knew that she's run, but it's more things to it. Even when she talked with her girlfriends, with the friends.
She said she needs to go to counseling.
Yes.
She knows she has an issue.
We never put all of this stuff. It's more things to it. Okay, can you I forgot what it said. Do you think the counseling is something?
She said she wants to go get counseling because they was talking about who has gone to see counseling, and Briana said she did counseling before. She went through this process, and then Paige was like, I should have did. And I was like, girl, you should have. You needed that counseling before coming to this. I wish you had gotten some counseling. Maybe you would have reacted different. And then Virginia said, yes, she's going to look into getting counseling. Because she realizes it's a mental health issue, that she has bad anxiety.
Okay.
But she has to work on herself. They both have issues that need to work on themselves. And the same thing I said before, they keep putting stuff under the rug and don't discuss it. And this is what's happening now. Everything's
and
blowing
she said
up.
it. And it's because of her. Because
oh
even
my
she
God,
said,
you blaming her for everything.
hold on, she's saying key words in this thing to say, hey, it's because she's saying, yo, listen, we put conversations on the table.
They both
and we want to have fun.
They both do.
No. It's because of her, because she can't have these words. Because the way how he speak, she cannot handle it. So she's like, yo, listen.
He speaks to her in a condescending way.
I can't take this.
He speaks to her in a condescending way, always having an ultimatum.
Because she lacks a little bit understanding in a marriage. And she said, I'm not used to this. You've seen him many times talking to her like a person. And she came back like, and he's like, yo, listen, the stuff that I need, you said you're not going to give me. You know what? You can bounce.
If somebody says,
I know it's not going to help this
situation. Is what I usually do. And then you say, okay, well, go do it. Like, how is that helping it?
Okay,
they just need to learn each other.
Yes,
they need to learn each other. She said, and she said a key thing. She said when she's having an anxiety attack, she doesn't want to be coddled. So she needs to verbalize to him what she needs him to do when she's feeling overwhelmed and feeling that anxiety coming on. She needs to realize what is needed for her, and then she needs to communicate that to him. And the only way she will find that is to go to counseling. She needs to talk about what brings up her anxiety and how does she handle it when she does have an anxiety attack. That's beyond the relationship. That's her own mental health that she needs to work out. All I know is Virginia loves her dogs and her cats and her friends. And that's her support group. And now she feels like she's a little separated from them because she has to focus on this marriage. And she doesn't know how to deal with all of that stuff happening all at the same time. And that's her main issue. And I don't like how he think he the dog whisperer or whatever, the best dog trainer. And I agree with her. You only train one dog. How you think you could cover and make Rocky now this whole pristine dog that would answer every command? Shoot. I like Virginia, her petty self. She took her dog on a walk. She said, I took him off the leash and he was fine. He didn't run away. I was like, I had petty Virginia.
But it clearly showed that when she went out there and she was talking to the producers or whatever, the dog was on the leash.
She said after she went for a walk with him afterwards. Oh my God, you just not gonna give her a break. I don't think they go. Last week I said it was up in the air, but I don't know. It's still up in the air with them two. They gotta figure each other out. That's all I know. But I don't know.
They gotta have those conversations.
Stop throwing stuff under the rug and discuss them. It's nice to have fun, but when those things come up, then everything comes up. Everything that you pushed under the rug is now out. Instead of you just dealing with one issue at a time, you gotta do everything. It just got become a big blow. All right, let's move on.
Let her see her cats, man. Stop holding her down. Let her see her cats. She want to see her cats.
I thought you said they put animals before people. Oh my God. Let's go to Jacob. Jacob and Haley. Jacob and Haley this week. What I got on them?
Will you stop flicking them papers? Everyone, don't y'all hear this stuff? Nobody don't want it.
Jacob, okay. Again, Jacob, you can't blow up and argue and then turn around.
I'm not letting this go. I'm not letting this go. You jumping on the men. And this is what you've been doing. You jump on the men and defend the women. And then it felt like I have to defend the men.
I was on Jacob's side last week.
The only side you on is Vincent. Somewhat. It's the only side because he's nice. They working together.
Not true.
But all these other couples, if they decide to go back, she's on the woman's side.
No, I was on Jacob's side the entire time. I was on Jacob's side the entire time. Ever since they came back on the honeymoon.
From the beginning, this and that, and
go back to the other videos. I was on Jacob's side when he was arguing with her about her going downstairs or whatever, and running, everybody running from him. I was on his side last week too.
Okay, all right.
I was like, it's just a hug. So this week, my thing is, Jacob, you can't, every time you blow up, then you come back and apologize. You can't, you gotta pick a side.
At least he admit.
But then don't do it. If you know it's wrong, he needs to just control his reaction. Like he could be upset, but he goes from 0 to like 60 like so fast. He gotta find a middle ground. Like he can still be mad, but like go to 30, not go all the way to 60. Find a middle ground. That way you don't have to come back and apologize. But at least this week they did have a nice little day at the go-karts. They did race, and I think he kind of made her win because he spun out, and then she won or whatever, and that was kind of cute. I don't know. They on reset number what? Number 20. I'm like, how many times y'all gonna say, okay, we're gonna reset, we're gonna start again, let's try to be friends, let's try to relate again.
At least they can reset.
Well, I guess at least they both agree to reset. Like I don't know, but
Paige and Chris,
I still don't think they're gonna make it. They ain't making it. They just waiting out their time for decision day so they can just go their own merry way. I was too distracted with the amount of steak that was on his plate. Because I was like, she had her little piece of salmon and then Brussels sprouts, and dude had like 3. I think he ate all the packages of steak that was in that package. Because I thought he was gonna make. I thought that was a package for both of them. he had like 3 pieces of steak. And I was just like, is he really going to eat that much meat?
He got to get his protein up. He got to keep the muscles, his muscles up.
They don't communicate.
He got to keep them up.
Got a simple fact when they were with the guys, and he was like, she took all my protein shakes, because she likes to count them clear. She took all my protein shakes and put them in the cupboard, and the other ones she was putting somewhere else. So I took them all and put them in the guest room. They were like, did you ask her? Did you say?
You talking about the men's combo?
Yeah. He said, did you ask her? She ain't asked me if I could put. And I was like, that's so simple stuff like that. No type of communication. Something that simple.
Hey, we talking about a person that didn't say anything, literally didn't say anything for the first 3 weeks. She was like mute. I was wondering, what can I learn from Haley for the first 3 weeks? And I learned nothing.
It feels like
I'm wondering, it's like, what did he learn?
He learned a lot from her, but she's not learned that much from him because she's telling him a lot of stuff. Well, she's asking him stuff, she said, and he's not really asking her. So it's the other way. She's learning about him, but he's not really learning about her because he's not really asking her anything. And when she started telling him stuff, she's like, oh, he changed the subject and go to something else. Like, he's not interested. Like, I feel like he's checked out. He's checked out. He's like, I just don't want to say anything to offend her so I'm just not going to say anything. But then he doesn't want to, like, ask her some questions. Seem like you're interested in what's going on with her. She's asking him, but he's not really.
She asked him about those girlfriends, right?
Just to make conversation.
Just to make conversations. He talked about it, right? And she said, well, ask questions about me. He's like, yo, I'm not trying to have no argument with this crazy woman that don't want to understand me. Why am I putting myself into this mess again?
But she's trying.
We're trying to have fun. Now, as soon as she's going to be blaming me.
He's walking on eggshells.
I feel you, Jacob. I feel you, man.
He's walking on eggshells and he don't know where to go. But she wants him to now be interested in her. I think Jacob, this is what he's doing. Remember he said a couple of episodes ago, maybe she'll turn around and she'll want me and I won't be interested in her. I think that's what he's trying to do.
He's crazy.
I think that's what he's trying to do. He's seeming disinterested, so she gonna be like, he's not interested in me. And then she's gonna put a little bit more effort, and then I think that's what he's trying to do. Jacob, he's an analyst, right? He's trying to really. I feel you, Jacob. I see you. And
he analyzed that Haley was crazy, and he's like, yo, listen, I'm just gonna show her madness, what she did to me for the first 3 weeks, and then we had a little sex, and then you know. I feel you, man. I feel you.
Oh my gosh. All right. What else you got? That's done with them. All right, let's go to Clara and Ryan. Clara, girl. See, I'm not blaming the man now. Clara, Ryan is not gonna have sex with you right now. Stop pushing it. Just let it play its course. You need to go get you a toy. Satisfy your urges until Ryan is ready. That's my advice. Stop pushing that man. That man is not trying to have sex with you right now. Stop doing stuff to him. Let him be sexually frustrated or whatever. Let him handle his own business. You go handle your stuff and just like keep it like that. No kind of sexual act other than intercourse. Don't do anything. Just get to know each other. Since he want to get to know you so much, say, get to know my mind. Get to know what I like. You ain't got to get to know my hands, how my hands feel on you. No. Don't do anything to him and just get to know each other. So that way he could be just as sexually frustrated as you. Like if you get him off, like of course he gonna be fine. Diddle-daddy, do-do-do-do. Sure. And you over here talking about, I want some sex. Like, stop it. Stop giving him pleasure. You're not getting nothing in return. Like, I don't see why that's so hard. Like, I can't. I feel like he was making more effort to build a relationship with that dog than he was. She was like, you going to see a trainer to get to know my dog and build a relationship, but I'm over here sexually frustrated. I can't get that. She was jealous. I'm the dog.
Why is she playing this whole yoga thing?
She wanted him to get sexually
so
aroused.
She can get her boobs not.
She want to have sex.
So my man, after all his muscle bound, this stretching, that's what workout people do. Basically, she was sitting on his lap, and he's like, "Yo, I'm a muscle. Get off me." What?
He didn't want to do that mess. He was like, "I want to do the stupidest. She over here got me all foolishness. You all on top of it, this strange lady looking at us. I want to do this."
Breathing. What? And
he was like, "This ain't do nothing for me. Like, it was a waste of time." And she shouldn't have did that. That was a fail. That was a complete fail.
If you have to do all of that to girl, like, what is wow. That's what you do to get a man aroused.
He said you gotta trust is sexy. You gotta trust her. Then she'll get some sex.
Okay.
Trust is sexy.
What about this end part? And
she read too much into that. And he was like, no, that was what you talking about?
I'm talking about when they had the camera, the secret camera or whatever.
When she was complaining to the girls?
She was complaining to them.
She said she gets him off and she ain't getting nothing in return.
And like I said in the other videos, if this is happening, then shame on him. So, dude, shame on you, man.
That's why I said she needs to not do anything to him.
She finally came out and said the words. So, dude, you are a total mess, man. I'm shocked. I didn't think
shocked. She didn't say this.
No, I didn't think that she getting him off.
She been saying we doing everything except for sexual intercourse. Everything else except for that. What did you think she meant?
Okay, so what is getting off? Like,
we're not gonna go into detail.
I can't believe.
Why you can't believe?
Then what's the point?
Exactly. Like I said, stop getting him off. Get your own self
off. And then
he
said, "Hey,
and let him do his own thing.
Should be because I've been the best manager of a marriage for all. I'm uppity. Hey, Jacob, you listen to me now. Let me fix my hair.
I was like,
which side I'm going to put it to?
What?
Dog,
who said that? Who said that?
I
was like, what? Husband up? What? Do you really know how your wife feel? I was like, you don't know how your wife feel. If you think you've been the best husband. I was like, Ryan,
hey, I'm going to sit here.
His head was like, getting bigger, bigger.
And look like
I was like, go sit down somewhere,
She
Ryan.
laid her head on my shoulder. I'm like, hey, what else to do?
I was like, go sit down.
In the previous conversation, what?
I was all on your side, like, you trying to be, get to know her. Like, it's the roles are flipped. Usually, it's the woman's trying to say, no, I don't want to have sex, and the guy want to have sex. And, we should commend him. But when he said that, I was like, Ryan, no. Because you getting your stuff off and you ain't giving her none. So I'll see how you the best husband.
I'm the best dog dad. He's the best at everything, but pleasing his wife. Dude.
We're done with them. All right, let's go to Paige and Chris. So this week, they didn't have any scenes together because, it's supposed to be over. And Paige finally saw her family. I felt like they was keeping her captive in that Married at First Sight apartment. Like the producers was keeping her at bay from seeing her people. Finally, her brother, her sister-in-law came over to see her, to see about the girl, see how she doing. I'm like, y'all should have came a little sooner. Why y'all just come now when everything is fake? But my whole thing, that they had a nice little conversation. Her brother gave her some good advice. But I was mad. Like the whole conversation, I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to hear what he's saying, but I was like, the sister-in-law, that weed was making me mad. She had the whole section was like, where does that connect? It's like a whole missing, like a whole missing spot, and I was like, there's a spot missing. Like, where's the rest of the hair?
I can't.
I digress. It was just like I had to write it down. Like that weed was getting me mad. But anyway. she finally started talking some sense and realized that, she lost herself in this marriage. She was so convinced of trying to have such a good marriage and the success and trying to do all this that she forgot about herself. And I think that was like the key.
Well, my rebuttal to that is that she told her family, she told Bree and the other girl that was there, and she kept saying that, you know what, I lost myself. Girl, you never did have yourself.
That she said she should have had counseling.
You didn't know yourself to this point.
Yeah, that's why she said she should have had counseling before this process, like Briana did it.
Because you let that man drag you through the mud. You showed no self-esteem. Basically, you didn't show him that, you need to respect me. And that's what self-esteem is about. You didn't esteem yourself high enough, and he just seen you weak, and he just did what he wanted to do with you. And you say, okay, you can keep doing it to me. I'm on this marriage. So my thing is, well, if anybody's seeing this, you didn't have yourself.
But I think that's a valid point that she made. A lot of women do that in marriage. Like once they get married, they forget about what they need to do to make themselves happy. They're so convinced or so overwhelmed with trying to make their husband happy. Then they have kids to make the kids happy, to do everything for the house and do all this other stuff and go to work or whatever, and forget about what do I do to make myself happy. Like you're making everybody else happy and doing for everybody else, and you're neglecting yourself, and you get to lose yourself. And a lot of people in marriages do that. And I'm like, you have to kind of take care of self first, because if you're not okay, then everything else is going to fall apart. I think she finally came to the realization that that's not what marriage is about. Marriage is not about just pleasing everybody else. You also have to make sure you're happy, because all that she was doing in that whole thing, she wasn't happy at all. The only time she was happy was the wedding night. And after the wedding night, the next morning, the rest of the time being with him, she was unhappy.
She wasn't even happy to marry the wedding.
The wedding night, she was.
How? Because
she got them draws, dog.
After they got married, they stood there, and he said, "Yo, listen, I was married before, and she wasn't happy from there."
I was married before.
Engaged. I was engaged. Apology. I was engaged, and her happiness from there was.
But she had hope. And that's a different thing. Even though you're a little bit scared, you don't know what's going on, there's still hope of something beautiful happening. And then the next morning, all went to shatters and all got messed up. So from the day after the wedding, it's been downhill. So she got lost.
So what about the conversation with Paige? No, for Chris and his
mama. That was a waste of a scene. That was a waste of a time.
It was just like...
It was like, I could have did without that.
Why is this in there?
If they needed to put him in the scene so he could get paid.
His mama agreed with Paige, and he was just like, then he...
It was a waste of a scene.
My mama mouth, she don't hold her tongue.
Yeah.
She says the right things, but and I do the wrong things, and this scene right here is not going to be good. At least for me.
It was just a waste of time. They could have left that out. I could have done without that. That's why I didn't even have it in my notes. It was a waste of time. But my thing is, with that whole the things that they would do I love the little thing with the dogs and the husbands. I thought that was so cute. And the producers that decided to put that was a good idea. Because I'm like...
Everyone had dogs.
Everyone had dogs. And the relationships that they have with the dogs replicated the relationship that they had with the wives. Like, with Briana and Vincent, that's all the person we're talking about, right? Briana and Vincent, of course, their relationship was fine. Like, David was talking about all the stuff that he wants her to do on their next date. And she was like, I'm going to have to get another job for all the stuff that you want to do. I'm like, Vincent, how much stuff you want to do? I want to do this, that. And the way they did it, they looped it like he was talking forever.
God. And she was talking about, he said dates and places that he wanted to go.
And she was like, you want to...
I'm man want to do a lot of things.
But it was just cute that, you know, they're talking about different things. And he was like, well, I did something nice to you. And she was like, what are you going to do for me next? He was like, there's a place called HOME. And you said, you see how Briana didn't get mad. It's like, ooh, this is not funny. You making fun of me. She took it like a joke, like how it was meant to be, and laughed at it.
He said, hey, listen, I took you on the boat. When you going to take me on the boat?
So anyway.
And she was over here like, listen, I dreamed
that we was on a boat.
We was on a boat, so I took you on the boat.
And I used to get mad right there. He realized it was
cute
a joke.
Conversation.
Yeah, it was a cute little thing.
Yeah.
So I was saying with the dogs now, the relationship with Briana Vincent is nice and they on a good terms. And Vincent is on good terms with Cookie, her dog. So it's like the relationship, the husband and the dog shows the relationship with the husband and the wife. Erik and Virginia, Erik is not liking Virginia's dog. He's complaining about her that she needs to change. Or he, well, I don't know what the sex of the dog is what. And then he and Virginia having that same issue, saying she got to change. Like, the one that doesn't match up is Jacob and Haley's dog. Because Haley's dog like Jacob. Haley's dog like Jacob more than Haley likes Jacob. That's all. If Jacob could figure out how Haley could love him as much as her dog does, then they could work it out. I thought that was a little cute little segment they did. I thought that was cute. With the little husbands and dog. And you know, Ryan is trying to get to know Clara's dog just like he's trying to get to know Clara. Clara wants him to get to know her cat, not her dog.
Kitty.
Her kitty cat.
You trying to navigate to get to my dog when you could be navigating.
Anyway. But so that's it for us. Then this show like scenes for next episode. Pastor Cal gonna be on the next episode. And I was like, Pastor Cal, why we meeting with Chris again? Like, ain't they divorced? Like, ain't they like saying they're not gonna be together? What's the point? Still meeting them. I don't know. We shall see next week.
You gotta talk to everybody.
I guess.
That's all we have.
Alright, that's it for this week, y'all. We will see next week. It's going to be a little drama between our favorite couple, Briana and Vincent. But, you know, hopefully it's just a little something and then they get over it. Alright, we'll see y'all next time. Because this is the Lloyd Love Movement. See y'all next time. Married at First Sight review with Relationship Talk with the Lloyds. Peace.
Like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. You hear? We love you.
Bye, y'all.